Welcome to Church Street Park. This is Triangle Cricket League welcoming you for this wonderful game between Assassins and Samp Army in the McAllen Constructions Reed Place T10 Blast hosted by Triangle Cricket League. The news from out there in the center is that the Assassins have won the toss and have elected to bat. They're sitting pretty well on top of the table in the Milky Way group. They played 3 games, won all 3, and have secured 6 points and also a spot in the playoffs. They will probably be looking to give some opportunities for some of their bench players. On the other hand, the Samp Army, we haven't seen them play in almost a week now. Courtesy, their second game got washed out due to rain last Thursday. They have 1 point on the table, courtesy that washout game. They will be looking to get into the winning ways with their first attempt today to secure 2 points. Little bit of a delayed start because of wet outfield. Everything is gearing up for what's going to be a wonderful evening of cricket. Temperatures are going to get a little lower as the evening progresses, but at this point it's absolutely beautiful, very, very bearable. We have a new opening partner for Aniket up top. Swapnil Gupta joining him at the center, and waiting to hear who's the bowler. We'll also bring you news on the playing 11 plus the super sub, etc. in just a minute as things settle down. It is Sanjay Sihag, is one of their trusted opening bowlers. We saw him in action last week in the first game they played. They'd be looking up towards him to get some early wickets. On the other hand, Aniket Valimbe and Swapnil Gupta will be absolutely looking to make use of the power play restrictions and get some big shots going. First ball just gently tapped to cover for a single, and that puts Swapnil Gupta on strike. Assassins open their account with 1 run on the board off the very first ball of the game. Want to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors, the title sponsors once again, McAllen Constructions and Reed Place. Oh, that's a full-length delivery, angling into the stumps. A huge shout from Sanjay Sihag. He's almost complaining to the umpire that it was out and asking him how can that not be given. On the other hand, the umpire thought that that was not hitting the stumps. It was a very, very close shot there. A nice comeback after that wide by Sanjay. It is 2 for no loss at the in the middle of the first over. Swapnil there, tapping that to mid-off and taking an easy single. Aniket Walimbe not trying to take the attacking option in power play until now. Just taps it again to mid-on. Gets through to the other side for another single. So just scoring a runner ball at this moment. Not trying to use his feet or trying to go aerial or anything. No attacking shots until now. Just throws his bat. Swapnil Gupta gets a little bit of an outside edge and goes to short third man, which is covered, and no run taken. So at the end of over number 1, the Assassins are 4 without loss. So the players for Assassins: Aniket Walimbe, Swapnil Gupta, Bhushan Gunage, Saket Srikakulapu, the youngster, getting a look in today. Aryan Godkar also keeping his spot from yesterday's game. Bhaskar Peddineni, one of their leading wicket takers, off spinner. Naresh Ramireddy, the captain, also their wicket keeper. Vinay Paul Kanamuri, O'Neill Devi, the big hitter. He hit a massive 6 yesterday through covers that went out of the park. Vikram Reddy Gurur, the man who won both their games, the first and the third, off the very last ball of their innings, and then Vijay Dasari, their pace bowler. So they're opening with medium paces from either ends, the Samp Army. Nice looking uniform for Samp Army. And their bright orange reminds me of Holland. That's the first delivery. Happened to be a dot ball. Oh, trying to roll his fingers over the ball. The ball missing the stumps, missing the bat. Angled down the leg side. Hits the batsman's pad on its way through to the wicketkeeper. A dot ball. So Assassins are 5 without loss. Chaitanya is the other new ball bowler, bowling from the calm box end. Now the slower delivery, but heaved over mid wicket. Will it cross the fence for a boundary? You gotta wait and see. Not enough legs. The outfield was a little damp. It continues to be damp, and it's not going to be easy. The aerial shots are not probably going to get a lot of mileage. Ball tends to kind of stick into the surface when they bounce. It's a little too damp in certain parts of the ground, and it's only going to get a little worse with the dew coming in later in the evening. Rolled his finger again, losing the angle completely. Well taken by the wicketkeeper. Another extra run. The Samp Army must be delighted that halfway through the power play, not a single boundary has been conceded. It's a contrasting start to the Assassins in comparison to yesterday. They were chasing over 90 runs to win yesterday, and they started with a blaster. Another straight hit. Mistimed the jump there. The mid-on fielder going right above his fingertips. And there you go, the first boundary. Just as I said that no boundaries were scored, they get one. There was enough time for the mid-on fielder to jump and take that catch to judge it. He just mistimed his jump. So Swapnil Gupta opening the boundary. Will this be back-to-back boundaries? Just flicked away off his hips. Another delivery, angled down the leg side. It's a free hit for him. He just swung at it and gets a well-deserved boundary. So that's back-to-back boundaries, putting Assassins at 16. Still have a delivery to be bowled in this over. Just getting the angle totally incorrect. He got away with a couple of them in the first 3 deliveries, but not anymore, says Swapnil. Much better delivery there on the off stump. Good length delivery, just tucked to mid-wicket for a single. And that does complete over number 2. Assassins 17 for the loss of no wicket. Quick reminder of how things stand at the points table. The Assassins with 6 points, well clear of any others, and have secured their spot in the playoffs. Will they finish first? Will they finish second? Is not known yet, but they do qualify within the first 2 teams. Kiddos there, 2 wins out of 3, and at 4 points. 11 Warriors, 1 win and 2 loss, puts them at 2 points. Samp Army playing only their second game with 1 point on the table, and the Ultimate Emperors lost 2 games, and 1 game was washed out, and they got the 1 point because of that. So table is pretty much closed for Ultimate Emperors with just 1 point. They can only get to 3 points if they win against the Kiddos. On the other hand, it is still wide open for the top 4 teams. 1 spot has been fought for by the Kiddos, 11 Warriors and Samp Army. It's going to make the next few games in this group extremely interesting. I'm joined here on the comm box by a young superstar, Utkarsh Srivastava. Wants to be involved with the game in one way or the other. Not as lovely as your cover drive yesterday, and a brilliant 6 through covers of Suresh. How did you enjoy that shot? Yeah, I had my bets with a few people prior to the start of the tournament that the under-15 kids might not be able to clear long boundaries at Church Street Park. Yes, they would be able to clear the straighter ones if they timed one well, but that was a brilliant shot of right from the middle of the bat, and in the context of the game where you were looking to score much faster than you were going, it was a brilliant shot. And then followed that with a couple of improvised boundaries. It was brilliant to watch. Well, yeah, the ball's keeping a little low.
Yeah, we're also seeing a little bit of movement inside, a little bit of in-swing by Chaitanya.
I do believe it's Sanjay Sihag who's bowling from the far end. Maybe the scorecard is still not updated. That's okay. Our viewers are absolutely inclined to these games. They know who's bowling, who's batting. Oh, that one angled down the leg side. Oh, missed to connect that one. Swapnil hits his pad and just trickles down to short fine leg for a leg by.
No protection out in the deep. All he had to do was get a fine tickle on there, just not bad on there, and that was going to run away for a boundary. Got a little bit lucky with that, Sanjay.
Yeah, definitely. The ball's not coming on to the bat. So the batsmen are not going to be able to drive through the line of the ball as much as we've seen in the earlier parts of this tournament.
Yeah, so Shrinlock, we've definitely seen a different game plan. This one.
Again, staying just a little low, Aniket Walimbe trying to go across and get that boundary through the mid-wicket region, missing it completely, losing his middle stump. Got to find out what's wrong with the Zinger bails. Zinger's not glowing right now. But the Samp army, very, very delighted.
Beautiful delivery by Sanjay, just knocks over middle stone. But going back to the previous one that I was trying to make, we see a different game plan from Assassins today. They've gone much slower. Maybe not that intense as much as they did yesterday against Kittles. Do you think they've gone a different game plan today?
Definitely a little bit of a game plan. You see a different opening combination. Naresh making way for Swapnil to open the batting with Aniket Walimbe. That's one change I could see. And a couple of points to remember. The Assassins have already qualified for playoffs. They won 3 out of 3. And no other team is going to be able to overtake them. So they are definitely qualified for the playoffs. They would want to finish number 1 on the table. But if they lose, there's nothing that they will lose big. It's not the IPL style playoff format where if you finish on top of the table, you get a bonus. Yes, by staying on top of the table in Group Milky Way, they would get to face the number 2 team from the Andromeda group. So they would want to be on top. And Swapnil is not by any means a lesser batsman in comparison to some of the better ones we've seen from the Assassins opening. I don't think it's got to do with gameplay or planning. I do believe that it is the pitch which is not letting them hit through the line. It's a little slow. The outfield is a little soft. We saw a couple of balls going almost towards the boundary but not crossing the ropes. So I think these things do add up. And some decent lengths from the Samp army opening bowlers. Sanjay Sihag in particular has bowled a pretty decent line and length. Yeah, once again the ball hit aerial. The moment it bounced on the outfield, kind of slowed down due to the dampness underneath. As I walked through this outfield a little while ago for toss, I did see that there were a lot of wet patches, and it's only anybody's guess that the ball would just get stuck if it's hit aerial. I do think that most of the boundaries today are going to be coming when you hit all along the ground, so the ball doesn't really hit the clay under the grass. Yeah, and there's your answer. They're not taking any step towards just playing off 10 overs. They did want to be aggressive. It's just that they didn't get the kind of balls that they were hoping to get. And Swapnil, on the other hand, has now started hitting boundaries. I think he's got 3 or 4 of them so far. Another full-length delivery with off-foot, freeing his arms, but somehow checking the shot in the last second. Probably the ball stopped a little bit, and Swapnil thought that he might be in trouble if he went through with it. Stopping it, still gets 2 runs for that.
Yeah, he didn't get all of that. Swapnil just beating 30, enough for him to get to 2.
We'll take a look at the squad from the Samp army right after this over. Haroon Iqbal is the new bowler who's bowling over number 4 from the commentary box end. Full toss there, dispatched in style by Swapnil. Did it go all the way? We gotta wait and watch. No, says the umpire. It's probably bounced a couple of yards inside the boundary line before.
Another looser from Rudy Cole. Another one. Another full toss. This one straight down the leg again. All he had to do was just help it, feeding that short fine fielder, and that's what he did. This has been a wonderful over for the Assassins, making up for those first two almost.
Absolutely, they've run away to 33 for the loss of just Aniket Walimbe's wicket.
With the likes of Ramaredi coming up next. Good going again. Another full delivery. This one just flipped off it. Not much something going on there. Better delivery, better line in fact from Peru. This one is skied into mid on. He's dropped it. Looking for two, a little bit of confusion in the middle. He's saved. That was a much better delivery from Peru. Using his height, using that bounce to slow this on the wicket, and Swapno just skied into mid on, but couldn't complete a safe catch, and they just got a single on that one.
Oh, that was a rank sitter. Probably the cold weather playing its trick. It was straight up in the air. He got nicely under that one. What had to be a simple catch was dropped. And in the context of the game, Swapnil Gupta is just going all guns blazing in the last couple of overs, and dropping him is probably going to cost them, the Samp Army.
Change in the bowling. Danish going coming into bowl the lady. My apologies, Skirti. Skirti coming into bowl.
Well, Kethi doesn't bowl like Danish Khan for sure. He's a different kind of a bowler. Trying to get the squad for the Samp Army. Viral Patel, Jay Shah, Sanjay Sihag.
He runs it through delivery. Very loose nurse, short ball down the leg. Not a great start for the Samp Army now. Not a great bowling for the Samp Army after that good start they had with the wicket of Aniket. There's both some few looseners from Peru just falling up with him. First ball, the field is spread. You just have to bowl left in the middle, make it work for their runs. You just can't bowl those looseners down the leg. All you have to do is just help it. Get some bat on it.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for the Samp Army to stay alive in the competition. This is game number 3. They just have 1 point, and they need to be at 5 to qualify, give themselves a good chance of qualifying. If the Kiddos win their game against Samp Army, they would be on 6 points and they will go through. Samp Army is literally fighting for a spot against 11 Warriors. If they win this, the game between Samp Army and 11 Warriors will become very interesting. And again, that will also depend on the result of the game between Kiddos and Ultimate Emperors. They are out of playoff chances, unfortunately. It was a shame that we lost last Thursday due to weather. And any chances that they might have had was robbed. Kirti Tucker, another delivery ball with a lot of width, fuller length. The batsman going over the top. There is protection out there. Keeps it down to 1. It's 41 for the loss of 1 wicket. Swapnil Gupta batting at 30 of 20 deliveries. Yeah, while we're talking about damp outfield, slow pitch, difficulty to score runs, Swapnil Gupta says, I don't care about any of those. It's definitely pitching outside leg stump. And a huge appeal from Kirti Tucker. Not getting any response in his favor. So at the end of over number 5, Assassins 42 for the loss of just 1 wicket, of that of Aniket Valimbe. Samp Army, the squad: Viral Patel, Jay Shah, Sanjay Sihag, Saad Khan, Haroon Iqbal, Akshar Patel, Yash Rawat, Rajiv Pandya, Kirti Thakkar, Chaitanya, and Mihir Patel. Jay Shah. Yeah, it's been a little bit of slow action, but for anything that Swapnil has been doing. Some slow running between the wickets, some slow catching attempts. There were a few catches that they were on offer, and the fielders were a little slow to get under them. Yeah, and he went down with one hand. A straight, a definite reason for fumble there. He just made some room for himself, knew that he's consistently pitching outside off stump and going over. Didn't really care about the fielder. Yeah, and the sun was right under his, right in front of him. He couldn't see much, the fielder. Of this time on the other side, flicked away. The deep fielder slow to react. So are the runners. There was a definite chance for a second run, not taken by Vinay Paul and Swapnil Gupta. Yeah, out and out slow action. We hear with the last delivery of Jay's over. Now the off spinner outside the off stump, cut away by Swapnil Gupta. The fielder diving to stop, unable to protect it from getting past him. 2 runs taken. End of that over. The Assassins are 56 for the loss of 1 wicket, and I welcome Abhiram Yeruwa to take over from me on the commentary box.
Hey guys, good to be back here at Church Street Park. You know, we've got a great game on our hands here. Samp Army versus the Assassins. You know, we've seen a couple of great shots here. You know, just that last shot, the one over extra cover for 6 on the back foot. I mean, you know, that's a wonderful shot here. And we have Swapnil Gupta, 36 off 24. And we have Vinay Paul, the hero from yesterday's game, hitting a boundary off the last ball, and he's done it again too. I think a couple last week. I think he's done it too. Off the last ball, he's hit a boundary to win the game for him. So definitely their hero. Assassins, Vinay Paul and Swapnil Gupta batting here. MS Dhoni, you know, as they say. But here.
Finishes the game. Calm as you like. And last over. Great over for the Assassins. Got 14, 15 runs from it. Secured the toes back for a second over. Came back well. Came back well after the first boundary that was given in the first ball. He only conceded four runs after that first boundary. We have some difficulties in the middle, some problem with the playing 11 that weren't clarified before the game. But
Quiet, guys.
testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing.
We have a little bit of a playing 11 issue here. It was not, they did not announce it properly, I think the problem is. So it looks like we'll have a little bit of a break here in play. As we have Kirti Thakur back into attack. First ball, full toss. And that's a massive 6 there. Vinay Paul gets a nice juicy full toss and puts it away over deep square leg for a maximum. Poor ball there by Kirti Thakur. And Vinay Paul makes the most of it. And not a great start to the over for Kirti. The first ball getting hit for a 6. Not the best thing you want as a bowler.
Let me comment. I have to go in like 5 minutes. Kirti getting hit for 6. Not a great delivery. And Vinay Paul just helps it over square leg. A beautiful shot, that one. Kirti comes back. A similar delivery on the leg side. Fuller, they're going to come back for 2. Should be an easy 2. Wide of that square leg fielder. Yeah, they've shown some better intent in the last couple of overs. These two. And Kirti Tucker really needs to find his spot. Really needs to find his length now. Kirti comes back again. This one full toss. He just gets under it, hits it over cow corner, nails it over cow corner into the scoreboard area. That's a beautiful shot from Swapnil Gupta. Lovely shot that. And Swapnil Gupta at a strike rate of 180. Lovely batting from him. 69 and 6.4. A lovely start from the Assassins. Shot, this one again full, and Swapnil hits it straight back over the head. You say this is the safest and the most effective place to hit it is the straight boundary, and that's what he's done. Swapnil Gupta going to 46 of just 27 deliveries. Lovely batting by him. Kirti's 1.5, 25 runs. Not a great outing today for him. This one was a much better length, and this he just flicks it by behind square. Slogs him or like behind square. Just be a single to deep square leg, and better delivery from Kirti to end the over, but a little too late for him. And Assassin 74 in 7 overs. Assassins looking for a score of around 110. Maybe if they go well. If these two keep batting, who knows? They can even get to 115. Well, we see Haroon coming for a second over now. And Haroon has that extra covers out very, very straight, going for that shot, going for the drive instead of the cut shot. It's that long off, long on, a deep mid and a deep square. Third man is in, and there's no fine leg in place. So the field is pretty much a field, very forward type field. We have to make him play towards long on, long off. Yeah, it's a good length. Maybe just got a little bit too straight, but the length was perfect. A clean collect, that deep square leg. Could this be a run out? No. Good running from Swapnil Gupta. There's good fielding in the deep. Clean collect, one-handed throw. You just couldn't. Swapnil was just a little bit too quick for that. Hit it soft enough to come back for 2. So Haroon comes for a second delivery now. This one's short and wide. Very wide, in fact. I'll give you given a wide from the umps. Samp Army, after the wonderful start they had, just fell off just a little bit. They conceded quite a bit of runs. A much better delivery now. See, there's their protection in the deep. And that's lovely batting from Swapnil Gupta. His half century. Beautiful knock from him. Hitting all around the park from fine left to long off. Lovely batting from him. Now Haroon to Vinay. Vinay is definitely going to be looking for a boundary option here.
This one a slower ball, a low full toss. He drags it to deep mid wicket. Vinay. Should be a single again. Not poor, not bad bowling from Haroon, other than the wide delivery. Big ball again. This one a little, yeah, as we were talking about, there was no fine leg in place. He was just trying to get that, just trying to get some bat on that. And if he got some, it would have been a boundary. A little bit unlucky. It's too wide for him to hit that one. But good offer from Swapnil Gupta now. He's gonna look for boundary options, maybe that fine leg or that vacant point area. Another slower ball from Haroon. Smart bowling from him. Just that slower ball on 4th, 5th stump, and that Yorkish low full tosser, that Yorker length where Vinay or Swapnil just have to get fully under it to clear the boundary, or else you're either going to be caught or you're just going to inside edge the one like that. As Haroon comes in for another delivery. This one shorter, much shorter. This one played out to deep square leg. It's going to be called a no ball. Oh, this was a good over so far. It was a great over, in fact, for the 8th over. And now can that no ball just change it up? Yeah, this one was a change in length, change in idea. He tried to bowl that short of length now, that 4th stump, and Vinay just pulls it out to deep square leg. One bounce to the fielder. And Haroon ball. Oh, this one another no ball, I think. This one nailed to deep mid wicket. Yes, it's going to be called another no ball. Just slipped from his hands, I think. And what an over this was. And it just turned out very bad for Samp Army and Haroon Iqbal. And Vinay Paul will get the free hit. It must have been sad that he had to go off strike on the free hit, but another no ball, and now he's back on strike for the free hit ball. And what can Vinay Paul do here? Makes room for himself. Haroon sees that, bowls that wider delivery. Way too wide for the big blade of Vinay, but the big blade of Vinay just couldn't get bad on that one. He's Haroon Iqbal running his first final delivery, which should have been a couple balls ago. This one, sky to long off in the gap. Didn't get all of that one, Vinay Paul, but enough for him to get to for back for 2. And another great over without a boundary, and they still got some 13 runs from that without any boundaries. And it just shows a lot of extras this over. An interesting call here. Jay Shah is going to bowl the 9th over, an off spinner. Didn't have a great first over, and he has protection at mid wicket, cow corner, and long on, but Swapnil is still going to try to clear that boundary. Yeah, he's just going to try to bowl that middle and leg, just like that one. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Swept backward of square. Are they going to push for 2? No, they're not going to push for 2. He hit it too hard. But yeah, I think he's just going to bowl quick and dart it in that length. You know, you miss, I hit type of thing. He has that protection out there. I think he can also move that sweeper more extra covers it for a shot like that, which he was trying to go in that area, but he inside edged it long off. But maybe you can move that sweeper more towards the extra covers just for this one. This one again, just like the wall before, he's going to dart it on the stumps. But he got a little bit inside edge on it, and that is just going to run away for a boundary. And they're still running in the middle, but no, that's just going to run away for a 4.
Alright, scores now 93 for 1. That's punched over long off for a single. Another 8 balls to go. I'm sure Assassins will be targeting another 15 runs. The batsmen are well set. We're coming to the business end of the first innings, and look, it's a good score so far. Bowled full outside off, he misses. Big heave. That's another full. Oh, that's driven in the gap. The batsman will be looking for at least a couple, and they complete it comfortably. So a decent over, but for the boundary, the cheeky boundary at the fine leg. Assassins at the end of 9 overs are 96 for 1. It's been a cold, chilly evening here at Church Street Park. Fans coming in, another game slated after this. We are in for a good, entertaining evening and a good game of cricket here. Let's see who's coming to bowl the last over. Alright, it is Chaitanya who is in to bowl the last over for the Samp Army. Swapnil, who is well set on 58, will look to make the most of the 6 balls that are left in this innings. Alright, here we go. The field is quite spread out with a sweeper and long off. Alright, here we go. Shot outside off. Oh, they're running for a double, and they should be comfortably making it. So that's a good start to the over. Bowler running up to his mark. Good ball. There's an edge, and that's out. Swapnil Gupta, after a good innings of 60, is out, caught behind. A good knock, played through the innings, and saw his team to a good competitive total. That was a good short of length ball outside off. A big heave from Swapnil, just could manage an edge safely into the keeper's hands. The next batsman in looks like Onil Davy. Alright, third ball of the innings. Again, that shot of the length, well bowled. They steal a quick signal. That's good bowling by Chaitanya in the last over. He's just pulling his length a bit back outside the off, so batsmen are not able to free their arms much and get a big heave on either side of the wickets. Another good ball. The ball just held its line. Vinay trying to go for another big heave but misses, and it's a dot ball. It's a rare dot ball in last over. Two balls and a run to go for the Assassins for the 100. 99 still is a good score. That should be a wide. Chaitanya trying a bit too much, maybe not trying to give near the batsman's arc. Just misses his line. 100 is up for the Assassins. Another good ball. Just holds an edge. Goes into deep mid wicket while they steal another two. Last ball of the Assassins innings coming up, 102 for 2. They have put up a good score on board here. Samp Army will have to bat well to chase this down. Alright, last ball coming up. Chaitanya into the run up. Bowls a slower Yorker, and that's bowled. That's Vinay making room for himself, trying to play through the covers, misses, and the timber is knocked down. So that's the end of the innings. 102 for 3 is what Assassins could make of their allotted 10 overs. Samp Army will have to bat well to chase the score down. We'll come back at the beginning of the second innings.
A quick recap on the innings so far. Assassins, uh, they scored 102 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. Aniket 6 runs of 6 balls. Swapnil Gupta, he came in strong today. He scored 60 runs of 37 balls. He had 8 fours with a strike rate of 162. Vinay Paul scored 26 runs of just 18 balls and 2 sixes in that innings. A strike rate of 144. O'Neill Davey, he scored 1 run of 1 ball. As for the bowling stats, Sanjay 2 overs, very economical, 7 runs for 1 wicket. Chaitanya 2 overs for 19 runs and he picked up 2 wickets. Harun Iqbal, he proved a little bit costlier, 2 overs for 26 runs. Kirti Tucker, again he proved to be a little costly again, 2 overs for 26 runs. And Jay Shah, he bowled 2 overs for 23 runs and picked up no wickets. Stay tuned for Samp Army's reply. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's get ready for Sam Parmer's reply. Vijay Dasri warming up for his first over for Assassins. On strike we have Saad Khan and on the runners end we have Mihir Patel. This combination has worked out really good for Assassins. Vijay Dasri ready to go, all set. Target 102, 103 in fact, and he starts with a wide. Looks like a loosener delivery. It was way outside the off stump. A touch of outswinger. He needs to be careful with his line. He cannot stay too far away from the wickets. Once again, it looks way too wide and it is declared a wide by the umpire. Consecutive wide delivery to start with. Vijay Dasri, a campaign cricketer, a very experienced cricketer. He has played a lot of cricket in the triangle area. Little bit fuller, little bit way outside off stump, driven down towards the mid-off area for a single. With that, Saad Khan opens his account. Samp Army, on their reply, they are 3 for no loss. That brings Mihir Patel on strike. Left-hand batsman. The right hand and the left hand combination, hope does not confuse Vijay Dasri more. Minor field adjustments for the left hand batsman. Very good delivery this time, angling towards the batsman, the ball coming a little bit inside the batsman. Naturally he swings away the ball away from the right hand batsman. In this instance, for the left hand, the ball coming in right in the block hole. A wild swing by Mihir Patel for a dot. Vijay Dasri. Very good ball, angling in. Mihir guides the ball towards the short third man area for just a single. Batsman very happy to walk around and grab that one run. Saad Khan, a very aggressive batsman. Let's see what we have in store. That's a very good delivery. The ball was swinging. It was almost full. Saad was very lucky. Took a leading edge for just single. The conditions are really ideal for the swing bowling here. We would like to thank our title sponsor, Macallan Constructions, for sponsoring this event. The T10 Blast from Triangle Cricket League, sponsored by Macallan Construction. Vijay Dasri on his fourth ball. Ball angling into the batsman. Plays it late towards a deep fine leg area. Batsman cross again for 2 runs. So far, Vijay Dasri was able to keep the batsman quiet, but again, conceding 2 extras is proving to be a little costlier. He conceded 7 runs of 5 deliveries. A very full toss. Mihir was not able to catch it on. A little bit of misfielding, but again, it did not cost Samp Army Assassins. At the end of first over, Samp Army 8 for no loss. A very eventful over. Ball showing a lot of swing. Batsmen were way too lucky in a couple of instances. Outfield today is a little damp, a little bit of water in there. The ball is not traveling the way it's expected because of the overnight dew and the conditions being a little colder. The outfield is a little bit damp. Batsmen have to run a lot. driven really hard, straight to the fielder right there. No runs. The ball was pitched right up to the batsman, Gopi. He has to be really careful with his line and length. That's a very good delivery. The ball angling in, coming a little bit inside. He was way too lucky. Batsman was way too lucky. It was no way close to the stumps. 2 dot balls. Dot balls are like the unicorns in T10 cricket. Oh, that was a wide. It was a big wide. Really well kept by the keeper. He was able to collect the ball. That looks for like another wide delivery. In just the 1.2 overs, Samp Army has already conceded. Sorry, Assassins have already conceded 4 extras, 4 wides. They are literally helping the Samp Army keep their scoreboard ticking. That looks like a wide again. Yes. Gopi should be really careful with his line over there. I think the length seems to be fine. The one thing that he has to be really worried about is his line. He's straying way down the legs, way down the offside. Maybe the right hand and the left hand combination is getting to him. Lot better, little bit fuller. There's no one over there. And it goes down for 4. Beautifully hit by Mihir. Excellent shot. With that boundary, Samp Army moved to 11 for no loss. My bad, 15 for no loss. This is where Gopi has to be really careful with his line. He cannot stray way down the offside or ball way too full. Both his line and length should be very precise. Again, that looks like a wide. It is declared a wide by the umpire. Conditions are very ideal for the swing bowling. But right now looks like the bowlers are not able to capitalize on the good conditions that we have today. That's a good delivery. That's a very good delivery. Hope he sticks to that line. Mihir, he had no option but to fish around. Ball straying a little bit outside off stump. Mihir was very lucky to have an outside edge. There was no short third man or a deep third man. Ball races away to the boundary for a 4. This is where, the ballers have to be really careful, use the conditions really good. If they stray the ball towards the leg or off, they will be punished for that. It's an excellent batting for Mihir, not taking too many chances, playing within the range of shots that he has, but this time he played very smartly, guided the ball towards the third man for 4. Very good delivery. That's what he should be sticking to. A very good line and length. Dot ball to end the over. At the end of 2 overs, Samp Army are for 20 for no loss, and in these 20 runs, they have conceded 6 extras. Assassins have to be really careful with their line and length.
looks like Vijay Dasari is coming back to bowl a second over. It's a lowy there, keeping very low. Pitch is probably very damp after that rain a couple of days ago. Is there a run out there? It's good running from Saad Khan. Maybe if there was a better throw from the mid-wicket fielder, it would have been a run out. Cut straight to the fielder. Is that a run out? No. Looks like Vijay Dasari got an injury there. Looks like he injured his ankle from the throw from the fielder. Short third. Looks like he's fine now. It's a good recovery from Vijay. It's a full ball. They're running hard. Oh, that's a fumble by the fielder there. That should never be a single. Looks like Samp Army, they really need to win this game.
Looks like they're running for 2. It's good running. Pushing the arm of the long gone fielder there. Oh, try to make room for himself. Try to cut that away. If he missed that, that would have been bowled. That's really not a good shot choice there from the batsman. It's called a wide. Basu trying for a quicker one. Straying down the leg side though. Looking for 2 there. Should get there easily. Edge down to deep third. It's a good throw from Vijay at deep third. That was never a 2. It's a wide called by the umpire. Boston needs to straighten his line. It's a good length, but needs to straighten the line.
So welcome back to Church Street Park here. After some technical mic difficulty, we are back here. And I have Praveen here next to me on the comm box. So how are we doing here?
Good evening.
So what are you thinking?
Like Samp Army is on that track chasing 102.
This one just cut away the point and they steal a single there. And it's Mihir and Yash batting right now. Bhaskar has just finished it over. His spell, 2 overs for 16. And Samp Army need 57 off 4 overs. 14 runs and over. So what are you thinking here?
Wow. It looks like, Samp Army is scoring good, but again, at a slower pace. They have a lot of wickets in hand, but we got to keep in mind, the target they're chasing is 102, and right now they have to score 57 runs in 4 overs. That's going to be an uphill task for them.
Yeah, definitely is going to be a very tough task here, especially with Aniket coming in. He's bowled a very good first over, 1 over for 4 runs, and now his second over. He's about to bowl it right now.
I'm looking for 2 runs, and they successfully get it. There was a lot of confusion between the wickets. One yes no. Finally they're able to take 2 runs. Samp Army desperately need those runs.
Yeah, they definitely need those runs here. 56 from 3.5. It's very cold here at Church Street Park. Everyone in the hoodies and the beanies, multiple layers. Comes down the track. Hits it straight to long off. Should be a single. Oh, a little bit of a misfield there at long off. Allows them to come back. Very cold, as I said here. O'Neill Davey with the misfield. So, what do you think they have to do here to chase this down?
It's no rocket science. The one thing that they have to do is keep hitting.
Yeah.
These are uphill task, 54 runs required. That's a very good delivery by Aniket. So tell me something about the youth program right here at TCL.
Yeah, it's very good. We have lots of players here at the TCL youth program. As he comes down, hits it big. Should be 2. It's in the gap. And they will get 2. Oh, I think that would have been run now, but he's fumbled the keeper. But yeah, going back to the question, youth program is very good here. We have multiple age groups, lots of them, U15, U13, U11, U17 as well. So, we have lots of them, and it's growing too, very fast.
So how do you think, how do you manage your school schedule with the cricket program that you have here?
Oh,
A very well ball, has a thick inside edge, drags the ball down the stumps. He's clean bowled the batsman. I would say it was a little bit soft dismissal for the batsman. The ball kept a touch low.
yeah, and now we're going to need some heroics here from Viral Patel, the batsman coming in. He can definitely bat here. He scores a lot of runs here in both formats, 20 overs and 40 overs, but they're going to need something from him today. 52 from 3 overs at 16 and needed an over.
So coming back to the question, how do you balance the school and your cricket, the one that you passionately play?
Yeah, it's not that bad, just do your schoolwork as soon as you can, and then, when we have practices on Tuesday and Thursday, so then we can do it after, or you just have to plan accordingly to your practices.
Have you ever faced a challenge in terms of completing your homework and that's coming in weight with your practice schedule?
No, not yet, but as high school gets harder, it should happen soon, but yeah.
How supportive are your coaches? Do they understand in terms of what's happening with your school life?
Yeah, they understand. They understand very well. They know that we have homework in high school and all that. So yeah.
Driven straight down the leg, offside for just a single. Good throw by Vijay Dasri. He's a very experienced cricketer.
Yeah, they understand.
At the end of 7 overs, Samp Army 52 for 2. From now, in 18 deliveries, they need 51 runs. They do have 8 wickets in hand. What do you think?
Yeah, looks like Bhushan is coming in, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough here. We're all here, and Yash, but they are going to need to pull something off. 17 needed, and over 51 from 3 here. So they're going to need to look to hit some big ones here at Church Street Park. Just opens the face on this one, Viral, and gets a single to extent.
You have played on this wicket. What do you think about this wicket? The way it's playing today, it's keeping a little low, some balls, and then it has a good bounce on the other. What do you think? It's a two-pace wicket.
Yeah, I think it is getting some bounce, but for the spinner, some balls, some areas in the pitch are staying low, so just need to watch out here. But yeah, he's getting some good bounce. This one again, he just hit straight to point and they're on a single.
Let me tell our viewers, it's not going to be very easy to score runs on this pitch, especially for a new batsman who's coming in. So Viral Patel has an uphill task. In the meantime, Yash has to capitalize on his experience. He played 12 deliveries. That's a good shot by Yash, right in the gap, racing down the boundary. Much needed boundary for the Samp Army.
And Viral Patel again there, flicking it off his legs. Couple bounces into the rope and a lovely shot there, and this is exactly what they need. The Samp Army, they're going to need a lot more of this. Could this be the momentum to get him going? Again, tries to lay cut it down to third man. They're pushing for 2. I think they are going for it, but Viral says no. Clean collect.
Very good comeback by Bhushan. After he balled a touch shot on the previous delivery, he's right on the money. On the commentary box, and I'd be more than happy to give my raise.
Again, full toss.
A full toss ball.
Hit into the gap before. Not a good ball, but the boundaries are coming, and this over comes to an end.
A very good over for Samp Army.
But still not enough. He needed 17 off it, but only 14 came off this over. So even though it's a good over, not enough.
I completely agree. They have a very uphill task to climb. They need 39 more from two overs. This could be the make or break over for the Samp Army. With that, I take leave.
Yeah, both guys back in the calm box. This one, what a strike this is! I don't think it'll go all the way, but they will come back from 2. Yes, there. They're thinking about a third run there, but they do not get it.
Yeah, lovely shot from Yash. Hits it to cow corner, and the fielder at deep middle just overran that a little bit. Thank you, Obi and Praveen Uncle, for the introduction. You see, coming for another delivery. Oh, this one better in land, straight to point, and an absolute dolly taken.
And this should be the game, if it not already was, but Yash gone now, and only 37 from 1.4 now. It's like a little bit too much now. Kendall tries to late cut it again.
Another delivery. This one again, short of length, low bounce, not a lot of bounce on offer, and he just inside edges this to fine leg.
Yeah, and I think 3 or 2 more deliveries left, and they need 34 from it, so but it's very cold here again, so the field is on the boundary. Any catch is going to come.
Vikram runs in for another delivery. This one, he tried that wider delivery, and a harsh call maybe from the umpire, you think, Abhi?
Yeah, probably a little bit harsh. It was very close to the line. I thought it was in, but just unlucky it calls it wide. But again, they have runs to play with, so it shouldn't matter much.
Yeah, a little too late, and now in this.
2. Good ball. Whips it down the long on. They're pushing for 2. Shouldn't be a 2. Little bit of a misfield. They will get 2.
A helicopter shot, that one from Viral. He just couldn't get the elevation like MS Dhoni does usually.
Yeah, but again, very classy batsman overall. Can definitely bat here.
100%, Abhi.
Now we're excited for the next game here. Hellraisers in action. The final over here, 30 required for the Samp Army.
Yeah, it would be exciting to see some late cameo from Viral and Sanjay. Yeah, it's a little too late, and this loss is gonna conclude their playoff chances this year. So
I think it will.
And so he opens a phase, another inside outside edge, kind of just as a toe of the bat.
And brings Viral back on strike here.
But
Can he
as
pull something off here? 29 off 5 balls. He's gonna need to clear the ground here.
5 6s, you know, maybe if this was Fuqua upper, you know, they might have had a chance. With Church Street, international ground, huge boundaries.
Yeah, not really likely.
This Bhushan comes back, short of land. This one cut
what a
away.
Shot. Viral, a lovely shot there. Beats point, and it will go for 4.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's waited on it.
Point, and it will go for 4.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He's waited on it. And just cut that over backward point. Lovely shot. But coming back to Samp Army, you know, they're out with this. They're out after this game, and this Milky Way is only going to be a battle between 11 Warriors and Kiddos. So that will be a fun competition coming the next few days. You know, let's see who gets that second spot after Assassins in that Milky Way group. As Bhushan comes for his third delivery. He just
it.
oh, you saw that backlift from Viral Patel.
You can see that he's gonna go for it. I mean, he has to at this point, but
Yeah, honestly.
But stay here for the next game. We have Hellraisers versus Victors here, and that's coming up as soon as this game ends. It ends at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, what a shot. This one just helped over fine leg. Classy shot with the left foot up. Very technical, great shot. Again, not a great delivery from Bhushan, but all you have to do is help it over fine leg. And we've seen some of these looseners from bowlers. You know, they bowl 5 good balls, 4 good balls, and they just give one down the leg side with no protection down at the boundary, and all they have to do is get some bat on it.
Yeah, not a great ball, not bowling to your field, but again, Viral shows his class again.
Yeah, he's vegetarian. Huh? Just one, right?
Deliveries. Maybe if he had batted a little bit more, could he have gotten Samp Army to maybe a playoff spot?
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, the chance he's getting here, he's definitely showing that he can bat.
This Bhushan comes in again. Oh, this
Yeah,
one
and a
fuller.
lovely shot there. Same shot. I think it was on middle stump-ish, right?
Yeah, this one was
Middle right
straighter.
stump, yeah, and he's just found a way to get in that area again.
This one was much fuller too. Not an easy shot to play. You know, you miss it, he was gone. Bhushan tried that you miss, I hit thing, but yeah, he hit it.
He did hit it.
And with no protection, I do think that line was a little bit risky to bowl. But yeah, now it's just not possible unless Bhushan bowls a no ball. And they hit a couple of big sixes, but
Yeah, I think this well might be the game, but
next game, Hellraisers versus Victors. It's going to be a tough competition between the two.
Hellraisers, you know, they have the likes of Aryan Shah, Karan Patel, Tanish Dongre, Conrad Lotz, a couple other big players there. And Victor's too. Mujtaba Tariq, Jalandhar Reddy, Ritvik Kapri, the youth in there. A couple other players, Danish Khan as well. So, pretty good match here we have at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, Aryan Shah in the past few games, he hasn't really clicked, but
This one, lovely shot again, hit straight. Should come back for two, and they will come back for two. Is there a run-out chance at the bowler's end? Gets back safely.
yeah, coming back to the point of Aryan Shah, he hasn't really clicked in this T10 as Hellraisers would have hoped. But let's see what he can do today. He has to play that role today. He has to get his team to a victory.
Yeah, definitely an amazing batsman, one of the best in the youth in this area. So, I haven't seen what we want from him, but again,
Lovely
lovely
delivery.
ball, the last one. He's cleaned him up, and what a way to take the victory. But for the Assassins,
Beautiful Yorker from Bhushan. Right on the money. I think this was a much better delivery than the previous two. And that concludes the game between Samp Army and Assassins. Assassins take the first place in the Milky Way group, and Samp Army's run in this T10 has unfortunately come to an end. Good fight by them, but due to the rain and they lost both the games, it's been a tough T10 for them. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today, and we'll come back to you after a short break.